Good morning. Today Friday, 2nd October 2015. Paper highlights read by Christina Arulselvam. First, let's move to the paper highlights of Daily Mirror. Resolution adopted without a vote. 25 countries co-sponsor new resolution with SL. China expresses concern over country-specific resolution. The new resolution on Sri Lanka that was submitted to the UNHRC last Thursday was adopted without a vote yesterday during the proceedings of the 40th meeting of Council ongoing 30th session. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Video of two men assaulting a girl goes viral. A video showing two youth assaulting a young woman mercilessly has been going viral on Facebook since yesterday evening. More news highlight from Daily Mirror. Sayas killing. Two suspect discharged after DNA mismatch. The 17-year-old schoolboy and another suspect who had taken in custody by Kottadaneyava police during the preliminary investigation of murder of 5-year-old Sayas Sandevmi and later remanded were discharged yesterday by Minuwanguda Chief Magistrate D.A. Ruwan Pathirana. The police beat me, took nude photos of me. After being held at the Kottadaneyava police station for 3 days, I was beaten and accused for committing this crime. They later took photos of me in nude, said schoolboy who was discharged after being remanded for 12 days on suspicion of killing Sayas Sandevmi. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Nimal Siripala on UNHRC recommendation, implementation will be problematic. The implementation of the UNHRC recommendation, including the establishment of the War Crime Tribunal, would create many legal issues in the country judicialism system. As a new constitution, referendum would be required to implement the recommendation, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party said yesterday. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Lanka to push for GSP+. Sri Lanka will officially request for the European Union to restore the GSP Plus occasion today as the human rights issue which the country had been facing during the past few years has come to an end, the Prime Minister said. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. I robbed bank for my education. Suspect. The suspect taken in custody in connection with a failed robbery at the private sector bank in Panadura town. In his confession to the police, under interrogation stated that he was medical student in the Moscow University and he returned to Sri Lanka and restored robbery to find money for his university education for want to funds. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Organ donation clauses for drivers. The Health Ministry is to propose the Motor Traffic Department to add clauses in the driver's license enabling the holders to donate unharmed organs if he or she dies in a road accident, Health and Nutrition Minister Rajitha Senaratne said yesterday. Another news highlight from Daily Mirror. Uploading offensive FB pics, PC member remanded. Southern Provincial Council Vice Chairman Sampath Athukorala was yesterday remanded till October 5th by the Colombo Magistrate on allegation complaint of uploading alleged defamatory pictures of President Maithripala Sirisena onto the Facebook account of the suspect and several others. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Daily News. UNHRC endorses domestic mechanism. The United Nations Human Rights Council through consensus adopted the resolution on Sri Lanka, its ongoing 30th session in Geneva yesterday. The resolution on Sri Lanka titled Promoting Reconciliation, Accountability and Human Rights in Sri Lanka that was submitted to the UNHRC last Thursday was co-sponsored by Sri Lanka and 25th additional co-sponsors. The final resolution was adopted yesterday without any major changes to the draft which was presented last week. The draft resolution was submitted before the Council last Thursday following negotiations between the Sri Lankan delegation and other main sponsors which included US, Australia, UK, Macedonia, Montenegro and several other countries. Another news highlight from Daily News. NCP Governor collapsed during the Elders' Day speech. There was a high drama at the Universal Elders' Day event at the Shanti Savana Elders' Home, Saliyapura, Anuradhapura yesterday morning when NCP Governor BP Dissanayaka fell unconscious while delivering the guest lecture. The incident occurred while the governor was making the concluding remarks during his 10-minute speech. Ministers SP Dissanayaka and Duminda Dissanayaka and NCP Chief Minister Peshala Jayaratne, Provincial Minister KH Nandasena, HB Semasinghe rushed to the governor's assistant to carry him to an ambulance to be rushed to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. Sources that the hospital said the governor's condition is returned to normal and he is in good health. Another news highlight from Daily News: Paranagama stands up for Commission credential. Missing Persons Commission Chairman Justice Maxwell Paranagama yesterday referred that High Commission for Human Rights Prince Zaid Rad Al Hussein claimed that there were widespread concern in the credibility and effectiveness of Commission. Speaking to the Daily News, he said the Commission has done its best. He also noted the Presidential Commission to investigation into the complaint regarding missing person has finalized the second interim report with regard to his first mandate and the final report with regard with his second mandate. Another news highlight from Daily News: drunken revelry by students spoil Universal Children's Day event. As most schools in the Rambukkana celebrate Universal Children's Day in a decent and appropriating manner, students of the Sujata Vidyalaya, a popular school, married their celebration by consuming liquor, lighting crackers, and beating their desks create loud din. The school principal said students had resorted by this behavior because they were not allowed to the stage and musical show to mark the occasion. Another news highlight from Daily News: Telecommunication Levy Act Bill Challenge. The Special Department petition challenged the proposed bill which envisages to amend the Telecommunication Levy Act was filed before the Supreme Court seeking a declaration, but the bill shall become law only through the two-third majority in the Parliament and approval to the people at the referendum. Special demonstration petition was filed by Mahajana Exat Peramuna Vice Chairman Somaveera Chandrasere. Another news highlight from Daily News: PM leaves for Japan today. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe will leave for Japan today on a 5-day official tour on an invitation of Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who will deliver special lecture at the inaugural ceremony of Japan Science and Technology Association annual session in Kyoto, will later proceed to Tokyo, where he is expected to address in the Japanese Diet. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. Rape murder of Saya, schoolboy released. Abused and tortured by police. Stripped naked, assaulted and photographed. The 18-year-old student and the 33-year-old father, one of were 3 arrested, the remanded and suspicion of the murder and rape of 5-year-old Saya Sandevmi were released by the Minuangoda magistrate yesterday after the forensic examinations result were presenting to the court. Another news highlight from Ceylon today: extremists oppose UN resolution. The government has managed to assert the sovereignty of the people of Sri Lanka and establish democracy, and with their moves, Sri Lanka has managed to unify the Human Rights Council, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said during the meeting with the trade union leaders at Sirikota yesterday. Another news highlight from Ceylon today: attempting on Gayoom's life, 3 Lankan cops sent to Maldives. A special unit of 3 Sri Lankan police officers was deployed to the Maldives to investigate an assassination attempting to Maldivian President Yamin Abdul Gayoom. Another news highlight: Ceylon today, UN resolution is due to courageous leadership, Ravinatha. Ambassador Permanent Representative of Sri Lanka, Ravinatha P. Arya Singh remarked after the adoption of the US resolution that the path-breaking outcome is the result of the courageous and confident leadership of President Maithripala Sirisena. Another news highlight from Ceylon today: SLPF forms committee in an analyzed UN report. The Sri Lankan Freedom Party has formed 12-member Central Working Committee, including former President Chandrika Kumaratunga, in order to analyze an UN report, Minister of Transport Nimal Siripala D. Silva said. He addressing the media yesterday, the event through the President Maithripala Sirisena went with a small team to the United Nations General Assembly. His victorious there were tremendous. We brought you the paper highlights of today's newspaper. We will bring you more tomorrow.